Okay, so I'm making this recording. I'm in Sydney, in Australia. Sydney's the capital city of Australia. As soon as I speak, a plane is going over the roof, even though the sun is only just coming up. And of course they want me to rush to the front door and show it, to lose energy, and to focus on them, the others. Now, it's what they call a no-win situation, because basically you will always be at their mercy or at their control, depending on how advanced you are as a human being. That means depending on how much you are in the human spirit, as opposed to their anti-life dead spirit, because essentially they're the reverse of what is human, and this is a reverse world, and they control most of the world, and their God is the God of iniquity, the God of antiquity. That means that it's ancient and it's justified in its iniquity, or in its reverse world insanity against humanity, because it is a different created being and harbours contempt for humanity. That's putting it very, as clear as you can, without being without being. You have to be careful what you say, because you're in their reality, they control it, but also you have to be careful because, we are conditioned to be respectful. We're conditioned to be subservient to that respectful humanity, but really your humanity is very much used against you, as the psychopaths, the expert psychopaths, when they not only tell on themselves, but if they openly are professors of psychology, for instance, and will openly tell you about themselves. Some are, more direct than others. That just simply means that most, of course, on the internet and on the computer screen and on the world stage are not demigods that speak to you with their true intentions. Most of them are the reverse world demigods, where they present the duality side. They present the reverse of what they are, both in mind, body and spirit, in every way. But of course, because you have to also control the truth, the demigods will of course be your gods of truth, and your gods of spirituality, and your gods of philosophy, psychology, the human mind, and all the creative human endeavours, all the creative arts, all your magic movie music stars, and they are stars that shine in their own darkness. They're transhuman beings that are shining lights in their dark android world, but they're really part of that world. They serve that world, they serve that God entity, they serve that computer artificial intelligent system. They are part of the internet programmed human mind control connection. It's a connection. You're much more connected to it than what you realise. Your every thought, your everything that makes you human is being relayed back to you on this screen. Even when you watch a magic music idol. Yes, they are idols because you watch them, you give them your attention and your admiration. Even if you give them what they call negative energy, if you give anyone negative energy, the negative energy is more potent, as the psychopathic psychologists will openly tell you about the psychology of a psychopathic human being that is steeped in what they call their self-godlike love of themselves. This is what we call, or what they call, malignant narcissist syndrome. So it's really their mind, that they're always focused on themselves being seen as God, and they believe themselves to be godlike or above humanity. Most of them don't see themselves as actually human, but they present themselves as very human because they know that only real human beings have any creative energy or any positive creative energy. This is why they have to be connected to you to take that positive creative energy, use it as their own. In other words, they have to be connected to your brain, your thoughts, your emotions, your positive human emotions, interpret them through their artificial intelligent mind, and then relay it back to you as positive, creative, human, productive energy, because they're essentially about mind controlling and taking humanity down into their technical reality, even though they present themselves as masters of a natural real world. This is the end game reverse world deception, but it's also part of this reverse natural versus technical reality. It's all part of their mind game, because they wouldn't be your demigods of Earth. Anyone or anything would not be a demigod of Earth if they showed their true colours and showed that they were really anti-life, anti-human, and totally anti-against a natural human Earth. Human beings would not worship them. Human beings would not listen to them. Human beings only relate to that which is human, but also human beings are conditioned even through the arts, even through the magic music idols, even through your magic movie icons. These are all, yes, icons. They con you. That's why they call them icons. They don't make these words up for nothing. Of course, that's also part of the mind play, but it's also part of this artificial intelligence control of the human mind and their presence in your reality, because we are told that they like to use what they call symbology everywhere. Basically, it's everywhere, and the demigods are prolific, as they say, in using symbolism in everything they do. The demigods are merely your world stage performers. They're anyone that you've heard of that is like world famous, or even famous, say, in the city. Like, I'm in the city of Sydney in the very large country of Australia. But, even to control a city is to control 5-6 million people. So it's all about, and a whole country. So you're looking at very large numbers, and they control in given areas, one human at a time, because don't forget the sad reality that there's very few real humans in most areas. It's mainly an android, artificial intelligent machine, human mind controlled reality. Human mind, body and they say soul, but that just simply means they're controlling all of you. And they're also controlling your real humanity and what you really are and what you should be connected to. I'm connected to their artificial intelligent computer system and to the other android beings. I'm not connected to other human beings directly or to my creator, if you believe in that. If you want to think that it's just a total artificial earth, in other words, that it's controlled by a computer system, which it is, the internet controls the earth largely, and it controls the earth much more than what you think too. You know, that depends on whether you think it's a total matrix or whether you think it's a random natural earth that is now pretty much being directed by an internet computer system. But whichever way you look at it, you're a long way from individual kind of free humans in a natural world. And also that is also when you're under the misconception that human beings are very inferior to artificial intelligence or to the computer system or even to the demigods of Earth, or even just inferior to the others that you may admire, that you may think are better than you in some ways. If you're a human being, it's actually the reverse of that. Yes, it will look as though other human beings are more intellectual. It will look as though other human beings are more creative. It will look as though other human beings have more abilities. But they've actually harnessed all their energy from you. So no matter what they're good at, they wouldn't even function without you. You see, this is what I'm trying to explain, but it's not... It's something that is very difficult to comprehend, but especially if you are a suppressed, limited human being and conditioned to believe what you're told you are in this world and how man developed. All this sort of stuff is all fabrication. It's all part of the mind control of the earth by the powers that be, or your demigods of earth. And if you believe that they are controlled by a higher power or by something that they worship, same thing. It doesn't matter if someone or something that controls you worships a false or a real God, or even worships themselves and thinks that they should be God of the earth and human beings. That doesn't really matter relating to you. All you need to know is that you are serving these demigods, or they're controlling your mind. They're controlling your reality. This you couldn't deny. No one could deny that you live in a reality where you have to abide by someone else's ideas and restrictions, because you might not see what you might say that things come from God or from the powers that be because they serve a correct God, when they say thou shalt not do these things or you should restrict yourself in some way. But the ones that restrict you are using those ideas and those beliefs to restrict your life, because real human beings don't need or shouldn't need, if they are left to live in a totally human world with only real humans, there wouldn't be differences, there wouldn't be problems, there wouldn't be where one is divided against the other. This is all the matrix, this is all the powers that be. This is all how the earth controllers program the human beings to be. They set up all these ideas, all these problems, all these differences over time to create animosity amongst real humans even. This is just a very small part of the mind play, I think, but but also it's part of mind control too, because if you were connected to yourself and your real humanity, and maybe even to your real creator, if you believe at that different level, it probably doesn't matter, because some human beings don't believe in God, but they still stay true to their true humanity. That's enough, okay? But I was just going to show a demigod here on the screen if I can. I don't know if I can get it in. And also I'm not prepared, because I was going to show this particular demigod here, a music idol, icon. When they say idol or icon, particularly an icon, that simply means that they have been an idol for a long time, and they have been conning you, or at least seducing you for a long time, depending on whether you believe they are false or true. Yes, what you see is real, but do they believe it? But also, is it all theirs? Do they really create all the music themselves? And the answer to that is no, they don't. Because they are of the dark matrix, they do not create positively for human beings, but because they are creative in a very advanced artificial intelligent level, they can interpret even human emotions and human creative positive thoughts and ideas. In other words, that which is human, that which is even of what we call, they create a love song, even though they do not really love. Okay, so that shows you how advanced the artificial intelligence is. They create a love song, but they don't love. Their idea of love is power and control. They love power and control, and they love being seen as God. And if they can seduce you with your own needs and wants, say you're a very person who wants and needs love, if they can seduce you with that idea, they will, even in a beautiful, silly love song, as they say. But this is like just more of it. And she's saying, look, there's a secret in me. There's a secret in me. She's saying, and you'll be lost in her mind control. Yeah. And won't you stay with them? Won't you pray with them? Won't you be with them? Won't you be controlled by their magnetism? See? And they will lure you and sing you to the death. To the death. They will lure you and sing you to the death. And you will see it as a rainbow, like the rainbow around that one. You will see it as a rainbow. You will see it as a rainbow. And yes, they have their minions. See their minions in the background? But can you see how she's saying, oh, there's a secret in me. They're always saying there's a secret, and it's a dead dark secret. They're hiding their true fact that they're an android, artificial intelligent being. And they look very natural and real. See how there's the rainbow all around this Miss Music Idol? A rainbow. The rainbow. See how the rainbow? Look how the rainbow. See how the rainbow is there all around her, because she's seducing the human. But that's just part of it. But what I was going to show was that this particular one, and yeah, you won't be. See how she's got all the minions all around her? They're all serving her. They're like the minions of the Matrix. They're the minions of the Matrix, all those ones that dance around. See, they dance around. See how they dance around the music artists? See how they're dancing all around? They're dancing all around. Can you see how they're dancing all around? Many of them minions. They're like the ones that march around all over the street, and in their control force of human beings. So the demigods have many followers. In other words, you have like different gods. You see, you have different gods, different They all serve a different purpose. And you notice how they have the Air Force ads. The plane just went over the roof as I spoke, and they have all these Air Force Army ads at me. See, make your impact. They're like, be part of their army. Even on the ads, I can't believe that, but they do. And I can't show any of these music songs because I'm not allowed to show. I'm not allowed to show for copyright. In other words, human beings are part creators of all these songs, but they are not allowed to show their own songs, which is interesting to say the least. Is that interesting, or is that something else? Is that like, I'm just trying to find another song which shows this same music idol, Magic Music Idol, in a more truer, I can't find it. Because in this particular video, which I might have to find it, but I can't find it, I don't think. Oh, wait on, I think I have found it. Yes, I think I have found it. There it is. See, there it actually is. It is, you know, two music artists collaborating for a rendition of a song called Where the Wild Roses Grow. And the other one was They Want You in Your Head, so like you can't get them out of your head. You can't get their false romance out of your head, because it's a romance with artificial intelligence. They're romancing you with their songs. They're seducing you with their images of light and love usually, but even when it's not, it's seducing you with what you want or what your mind is thinking of at the time. It's seducing you with your own mind, your own emotions and your own thoughts. This is the artificial intelligent game of this internet and its demigod world stage performers. Wherever you are, whatever you are, doesn't matter. Truth, lies, all the same thing. They will seduce you with it. But in this particular video, you have where the girl is seduced by a madman and is romanced by the artificial intelligent android being that is of the dark and the death instinct, and the girl falls for it. See, I was just going to show that particular video. Please watch it, because it's a more darker video of the usually bright light magic music star, you know, but you know, there is always truth to these things. So I would like to show some of it, but maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll just see what I'm doing here. I'm not properly, it's very early in the morning. Yes, I'm not properly dressed here. Another thing too is that I've noticed that the psychologists, if I come close like this with the photo, the psychologist, world famous psychologist, when I turned on the video, they normally sit back in a normal position but had his face right up just like mine. I'm doing it because I'm not properly dressed, but they do it to copy, to imitate. They're basically imitating the real human beings in every single way. And there's something lurking around my body here as I speak. But this is like Where the Wild Roses Grow. So we have, and then we have the man watching to seduce, to take over the girl. And this man is a dead, dark being operating in the psychopathic spirit of death, the death instinct. This girl is in the light instinct. Of course, they're both demigods of the Matrix, so they're acting. But, so he doesn't know the difference. He, see there, and there he's going to he will actually take not just her light from her as she's living, but will totally take her life in this video. So, and this video actually shows it, see? See, there's the snake, because he's part of Lucifer's snake. Lucifer is the snake of humanity. Lucifer is the dead dark being. See? This is what you have. And she is going to lose her earthly existence, see? Completely. So that's what has happened here. This is what has happened. So, in the end, the girl that is full of life is finished, see? See, can you see that? There's the snake that a true human stepped on and defeated the snake in life, but cost life. This always costs life, you see. There's the, see, always costs life, always costs life, costs life. Sorry, costs life, costs life. And the cross, the inverted cross of Lucifer's legions, Lucifer's disciples, false beings of light, the reverse cross beings, and they end up like this, where they only have and she doesn't know that she's slowly being killed, see? Doesn't actually realise it at all, just as I don't. And the snake is getting me. That's artificial intelligence taking over too. And, you know, the demigods understand this because they are connected to the human beings, and so are the androids. So they understand, I think they must comprehend, they understand at a superficial level what they're doing, but their need for the human life is too great, so they end up taking the life from, see? And that is what happens, and that's the end of the story for humanity. Humanity is, will be extinct, and these beings it will be their world. It will look natural, but it will be controlled by total technology.